Hey, what's going on, everybody? Max here with Because Bitcoin. And today, for 10 minutes max, we are going to be talking about meme coins, one of my favorite topics. Now, before we dive into the charts, please consider liking the video and also subscribing to the channel if you are new here. Just a quick reminder, I'm doing this new daily segment called 10 minutes max, where I deliver you all of your alpha that you need for today in under 10 minutes. So, for those that have followed me on Twitter, you know that PEPE is one of my favorites for sure. PEPE was one that our community at Because Bitcoin and our Discord, we caught really, really early. Actually, one of our analysts, Tommy, goes by Snorlax. He got in at like 200K market cap when PEPE launched. And then, we all followed suit. And PEPE has been fantastic. We've dabbled with it, traded it kind of all year. But I think that trading PEPE rather than sort of accumulating and holding right now might be missing the bigger picture. So, this region right here, you're going to look back on this region, in my opinion, anything between, kind of right in here. This is going to be looked back on as sort of the accumulation phase of a lifetime. All right. Now, you might be thinking locally, like, okay, I want to try to buy it, here and then scalp it and sell it up here. I guess you can do that, right? It's a big range, but at the end of the day, this is basically painting a pattern like Doge and SHIB has done. And by the way, this here is, you're not getting this opportunity again. This in my opinion was your deviation. This is your manipulation. You're not getting this again. And furthermore, the only reason we even came down this far was because Pauly tried to fork PEPE basically just to kind of line his own pockets. And he basically market dump PEPE and convinced a bunch of people to market dump PEPE. So there's a lot of forced selling into this low, but I'm not here to talk about that. Either way, I don't think you're getting this deviation again. This is safe, but you're going to look back on this region right here, and the chart's going to look something like this. All right, this is going to be that area where within a very, very short period of time, you're going to see just like Doge and SHIB have done. You're going to see it mark up like this, kind of reaccumulate, and then pop again like this, and then it kind of does the old meme coin pattern, whatever. All right, who knows exactly where it goes, but the point in me showing this is I don't think you want to miss the forest through the trees on this one. Okay, don't get caught up in the local range, because this local range might turn out to just be kind of like if you had bought anywhere in here and you had well over a year to do it potentially. You're going to look back and the chart's going to look like this. So anyways, let's look at a couple other things here, because again, we only have 10 minutes. We're going to deliver all of your alpha in 10 minutes max. So let's dive on over to PEPE Doge. Actually, first let me talk about Doge real quick, and then we'll look at PEPE Doge, because that, in my opinion, is probably the most important chart in crypto right now, at least when it comes to like meme coins and stuff. Here's the Doge chart. You guys, again, you've probably followed me on Twitter or seen my other Doge YouTube videos, but I find this very interesting that from Doge's first high right over here set in January of 2014 to its first global top, it took 1,218 days moving forward. The next global top to the most recent global top, which was in May of 2021, it took again 1,218 days. What a coincidence, right? What a coincidence. Now, I'm prospecting that, again, it will take 1,218 days. So from where we're at currently, it's a little bit less than 210 days. The last time I updated this chart was a few days ago. So currently it would be about 200 days, give or take, about 200 days. So anyways, I think this is where we are at in that cycle. You're in one of these red boxes right here, and within the next 210 days, 203 days, I guess technically, you will be at a new global top. And I expect Doge to be well over $1. And just real quick before we move back to PEPE, for the timing of this, when does Doge typically go crazy? And it's right about now, and you can see here when Bitcoin makes a new all-time high, we'll mark this out. So that was Bitcoin all-time high. It gets cut off a little bit on this chart because we have Doge up top, and Bitcoin obviously is older than Doge. But here we go. So you can see I've marked out by these vertical lines, Bitcoin new all-time high. Also, you have these circles here. So when Bitcoin makes a new all-time high, Doge typically just goes vertical, completely nuts. Again, right here in 2020, Bitcoin makes a new all-time high. Doge goes nuts. We're getting really close to a Bitcoin all-time high. Obviously, we're hanging out above 52K. And here's the thing. This cycle clearly is being front ran a little bit. Maybe the halving is kind of out of the bag, or Wall Street's a little bit eager with these new spot ETFs. But for me, I feel more comfortable being positioned early rather than trying to nitpick an entry on a move that I think could be, seriously life changing. So either way, I think Doge is somewhere, most comparably to like right around here. We're probably somewhere around like end of October to early December of 2020. And I think it's about to go crazy. But if you want more information on that, I do have a longer, it's like a 30-minute Doge video on this YouTube channel. So it should be one of our more recent videos. But again, for this segment, I only have 10 minutes max, hence the name. All right, let's bring it back to Pepe here. Now, this is one of my favorite charts. All right. So this is Pepe Doge. All right. Now you might be wondering, well, why would you not denominate Pepe in ETH? It's like we look at ETH BTC and we look at like, Sol ETH, and like, why would you not just do Pepe ETH or, Pepe Bitcoin? Well, I'll tell you why. So Doge is the de facto Bitcoin of meme coins. It's the oldest meme coin. It's the OG meme coin. First player advantage or first mover advantage. It's decentralized. It's proof of work. It has the lowest inherent risk of rug. You know, Doge is, similarly, I mean, it's the grandchild of Bitcoin, if you want to think of it in kind of an abstract way. Doge is a fork of Litecoin, and Litecoin's a fork of Bitcoin. It's like the once removed offspring of Bitcoin. And again, we've got price history going back to 2014. It's decentralized, it's proof of work, low risk of rug, just to repeat myself. So just like we compare altcoins against ETH and altcoins against Bitcoin, I always repeat this. There is 0 point in holding any altcoin if it's going to bleed against Ethereum. And there's 0 point furthermore in holding ETH if it's going to bleed against Bitcoin. If your asset of choice is going to bleed against Bitcoin or ETH, there is 0 point in holding it. Similarly, if your meme coin consistently bleeds and doesn't respect levels against Doge, which is the flagship benchmark OG meme coin, why would you hold your meme coin? Doge is simply safer. It's the same logic as Bitcoin. So I've decided to start charting Pepe against Doge, and wouldn't you believe it? It's respecting these levels very, very clearly. So looking at this on the higher time frames here, you can see that, we had a consistent bleed after our run up, backfilled some inefficiencies. We'll go back down to the daily. I think we can use more granular information here. We swept this first prominent low that was set in May. We had, more or less a capitulation against the Doge chart as Pepe was reaccumulating. This happened back into September. So this is your deviation. And I mentioned this on the Pepe USD chart. You're not getting back down here. All right. And I'll pull that back up just real quick, just to remind you guys, you are not getting back down here, in my opinion. This was your generational entry. By the way, we bought this in the Because Bitcoin Discord, sold it up here, and we've been rebuying on this way down right here. But again, that happened back right here on the Pepe Doge chart. So this was back in September of 2023. And then this is your high time frame demand, this cluster. And this is demand because we rocketed out of it. So deviation, new demand, clearly, and it's been holding since. Just recently dipped a little bit into it with the recent FUD going on around Pepe, which is fantastic, by the way. We love to see that. But either way, this is holding really strong. So I mentioned Doge is probably going to go to $1 within 200 days. At least that's what my analysis suggests. So if Doge goes up 10x and the Pepe Doge chart looks like this, and let's just say hypothetically it goes up, I don't even know, 10x from here, then you're talking about Pepe outperforming Doge, which is going to go up 10x. You're talking about Pepe potentially printing 100x from these levels. So again, I think people need to be keeping an eye on Pepe Doge, and it's respecting these levels so clearly. I mean, look at where we're locally rejecting from as well right here. I'm not massaging this. I've had this trend line drawn for weeks and months. So anyways, that's it, guys. We just cracked 10 minutes. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, this was 10 minutes max. I am Max, the CEO of Because Bitcoin. Thank you guys so much for being here. Before you leave, if you could please help us out, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And again, I drop these 10-minute videos every single day. In under 10 minutes, I give you all the alpha that you need. Furthermore, check out the first link in the description below. It is to becausebitcoin.com/premium, where you can browse our premium services and read reviews. Right now, we just have a kick-ass Discord. We're pushing over 200 members. Absolutely awesome experience. I share all of my active positions, just like the rest of the Because Bitcoin team. And we do 2 hours a day of private live voice calls with the entire Because Bitcoin team and community. You will absolutely find value out of it. We are also dropping our new flagship product, the BB Terminal, which is coming out right around the Bitcoin halving, which is now about 2 months away. So you will be grandfathered into the BB Terminal. And again, prices are going to go up dramatically here very soon once the BB Terminal drops. So get in right now before prices go up. And guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I will see you tomorrow. Take care.